Hope Channel, changing lives.
Hello and good evening. It's another Tuesday, and we are here once again because God has given us the grace to be alive. I am sure you are happy, just as I am also here. This is Love at Home. Yes, it is Love at Home, because on Love at Home we learn, unlearn, and learn to always help to strengthen families, to help improve families, to bring happiness, joy, for continuous improvement in our families. Hey, today is a special edition, and you will understand why I said so. On Love at Home, we always seek to bring happiness and joy. Today, we are looking at family. Family. And family, you know, is the fundamental institution which is ordained by God to strengthen people and make us happy on this earth. And so, everybody is a member of a family. Yes, in the members of a family, we have the parents, we have the children, and that is why on Love at Home, we discuss every member of this family. Love at Home is here to help us to make our families small heaven on earth. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Efia Sewa Mansa, and thank you so much for watching. Today is a special edition. It is a special edition because it is the last week in the month of August, and we are managing or handling a family. Hey, would you want to know the family we are handling today? Oh, it will surprise you. It is the Duodos family. Yes, that is the family we are inviting today. They are here to share their experiences and how far God has brought them, what went wrong, and what they did best. So stay tuned. Remember to call in your friends. Call your husband, your wife, the children, and always like and share on our Facebook, YouTube, and our Hope TV channel as well. Thank you so much. Let me go straight to Pastor. I would want you to introduce yourself one by one.
Okay, my name is Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Peter Kwabna Nyaku Duodo.
Okay.
That is my name.
Wow. So who is Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Peter Kwabna Nyaku Duodo?
He is an ordained minister of the Seventh-day Adventist Church who has been seconded to the Ghana Armed Forces as a military chaplain of the church.
Wow, that is good. Yes, to my next guest. Please, who are you?
My name is Yao Tutunya Kuduodu. So I'm a final year medical student at the University of Ghana Medical School. So I'm in level 600.
Wow, that's good. Yes.
My name is Asantwanya Kudiodu. I'm a nurse by profession, and I work at the Trust Hospital.
Great, wonderful.
I am Gloria Nyakududu, a teacher at the one of the Bema Camp Basic Schools.
You are all welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are so glad to have you on Love at Home. On Love at Home, we always laugh and smile and be happy because we always want love and joy to be in our families. And thanks so much for coming. If you are still waiting, remember to call in your friends to enjoy this special edition. Thank you so much. Let me ask, Mrs. Dodu, where did you meet Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Dodu?
At Koforidia in the Eastern region, when we were all in the same church.
Hey, in the same church. I love that. So what happened?
Well, I met him through a friend, It's a friend who introduced him to me.
A referral. So sometimes referrals are good, but be careful.
I think he also appreciated me. So by then he was in school at Aswa.
Okay.
So when he came back, we decided to get married, and by the grace of God, we are here today.
Oh, that
as
is
husband
lovely.
and wife.
Oh, that is lovely. Daddy, what do you love so much about Auntie Gloria?
My wife, she is a good homemaker. She's able to manage the home to the best of her ability and to my satisfaction. And that is one thing I like about her. And she's also able to cook well.
Hey.
She cooks well because I don't eat outside.
Okay.
So she makes sure that at all time she'll cook for me.
Was it one of those traps?
No, as she said, a friend introduced her to me. And the friend told me that I think this woman will be a good wife. And when I went in, indeed, she's a good wife.
So how have you been able to endure or to contain all this while?
My wife is the reserved type, and I am the bit loud. I go out. But as we moved on, we need to do a lot of compromises. And so for now, I am not the outgoing type again. I'm always inside because I have learned to be like her.
Okay.
And it helps.
That's good.
It helps.
That's
yes.
good. Yeah. Growing up, what were some of the toughest things you went through?
Okay, I must say that life took different turns for me at certain points.
Wow, share with me, I'm interested. My viewers, you want to know, right? Yes, they say so.
So, I'm sure by now everybody's aware that my dad is a military man and a pastor, and then my mom is a teacher by profession. So you can imagine pastor with discipline, soldier with discipline, and teacher with discipline.
Hey.
So you see, we always have a cane at home because my mom teacher will bring canes home.
Yay.
So there was always like a stack of canes that she could always go to. And then one of the hardest times for me, I remember, was when so we had this friend that my parents were always saying that I should be careful of him, and then I shouldn't go out and I shouldn't stay out. And so and I was really enticed by the guy having games, and my father didn't buy game for me, and it was PlayStation. I didn't have those days.
PlayStation. Those days were there PlayStation.
Yeah, those days PSP and those days.
Oh, okay.
They didn't buy those days for me. So I had a friend who had some of them. So it was nice to play a game, and youthful exuberance.
Daddy wanted you to play Chaskele.
Daddy wanted me to always be in the church, and we'll go and do children's day rehearsal. So this time around, so I think I was in class 4, class 5, one of them, and then so they told me not to go to the guy's house again. But small boy. So when Daddy stepped out, I said, okay, this is a good opportunity for me. I know that he might be out for long. So I went to my friend's place, and then, when you're playing game, you don't see that time is going.
Oh.
So little did I know, it was like 5 p.m. I was like, okay, I'm praying I have some time. So I came back, and then I realized that my daddy was having a counseling session for a young couple in front of our house. And I was just praying to God, that God, please, I beg, today they have mercy on me. So when I got there and I saw my daddy, I greeted him and I greeted the couple, and it's to be
couple,
husband and wife.
Right.
And then my daddy just gave me a look and told me that I should go in front of their house and go and do masuyedi. I don't know how best I can explain masuyedi, but I think when you hold your ears,
they go up and down like that.
I felt, maybe he could have told me to go inside and do the masuyedi, but right in front of the door
people.
when the people were there and all. And so I did the masuyedi the whole time. I was just going up and down, and he was in the counseling. So I thought probably after the counseling session, that's my punishment, and then I'll just go away. So after the counseling session, he asked for the cane again, and then he gave me some wild 2 lashes.
Wow.
And then I went to my room and I went to lie down peacefully, and I think.
Yeah. But let me ask you, looking at that, do you think it helped for?
It helped me so much. Yeah. It helped me so much.
How?
I must say that. Like I say, I'm in the medical school now, and then a lot of work would actually go into and being able to get to that level when you have to study hard and forgo certain benefits. So I must say, it puts me on a track where, should I say, paying attention and focusing on life and priorities became key to me. So instead of me spending so much time out all the time and all, like, I mean, if you are always in the house, you spend the time reading or learning, or, I mean, you'll be enticed with these things. And so I must say it was very helpful.
Okay.
So although I didn't have the privilege of having PSP and all those things that I really longed for, I think in a way it really helped me personally, and I think it's made me who I am today. So I must say it was a good thing.
Okay.
It was a good, but maybe next time you let me go into the masquerade in the room.
Yes, and the approach he went about it right. It's the approach, I guess.
You know, the military.
Yes. Oh, I understand. Amma, share yours with us.
Remember when I was a child, we used to stay around Labadi, and then it was in relation to studies. So I remember I came home and then my dad asked me, Amma, did you bring homework? And I said, no, I didn't bring. Not that I didn't bring homework, just that I didn't want to do the work. So I had placed the homework in one of the cupboard. I don't know how my dad got to know I was giving homework. That day, he gave me.
Oh gosh!
And to the extent that I had some marks on my faces, my hands, and then it was my mom's brother that saved me from that. And after that incident, my dad hasn't caned me before because it was really, really a tough one.
So, Daddy, if we were supposed to have corrected these things, how would you have done it now?
I think I would have improved upon by making it severer. Yeah, I believe that you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And I am not with those people who think that it is not good to cane. I believe we need to do it. You do it and they'll have the feel of it. There are so many ways of correcting, but I feel this one is good.
It's good. Okay.
Very, very good.
Okay, let me ask Auntie Gloria. Auntie Gloria, your children, are they the same? If I say the same, what I mean is temperament-wise, are they the same or they are different? If
they are not.
They are not. How did you go about it in shaping them individually?
They are not. What I do is that you need to meet them at each of them at their needs, and then at times by talking to them, advising them, you know who they are. So like the boy, he's the outgoing type. So at times you need to try and then calm him down. But always when you talk to him, he listens and things improve. The girl too is the quiet type. At times when she's not happy, you see that she'll just move to the room. I have to go there, talk to her, and when she's okay, then we are all fine again.
Wow. Wow. Yes. But Aunt Gloria, you were a teacher. Now there is this notion from GES that we shouldn't beat, I won't say discipline, because discipline is big, beat children. What is your take on that?
I think it is not too good because like my husband said, if you spare the rod, you are spoiling the child. Once in a while, we need to use the cane. But because they are saying it's not good, you need to be careful too, because if you are not careful and you use the cane and the child got hurt, you are going to land yourself into trouble. So you just have to be careful and then go by the laws of the land.
So what was the approach you were using to, after correcting or after discipline, what was the approach you were using to let them come back to you, to feel comfortable in your arms again?
My children?
Yes.
At times, at times when I get angry, I also use the cane once in a while. But when they are sad, I go to them.
Okay.
When they are in the room, they will be there. I'll go to their rooms. I'll talk to them. I'll ask them to come out like the girl. At times when she is not happy, she'll not even eat. But I'll have to go and then ask her to come and eat. So I go to them, and then I think it has helped. Yes.
It works. It works. Daddy.
Hello.
What is your best moment as a parent?
Yeah, it's when I had my boy. Yeah, it's, in fact, I composed a song for him.
So you sing that song for me today? Not now.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, but you, as you are sitting there, you try to recollect it. Yes.
All along, I've wished that my first child would be a boy, but eventually I had a girl. But I loved her. But when I had the boy, I was happy because I thought my son will become a pastor.
Okay.
Little did I know that he would branch off. But whatever it is, I will not push him into becoming a pastor. Wherever he is, I'm very sure he can also serve the Lord.
Yes.
He can also serve the Lord. And then when I went to Sudan in, I think, 2016, there about 2017, and my wife called me that this is the result of my son. That day, I ruled.
Wow.
I was so happy, very, very, very happy, very happy. And again, when my daughter also completed school, because I thought the way her temperament was, there was no way she could have been a nurse, going to the mortuary, seeing the dead and the blood. But I was so surprised that he said that is what she wants to do.
Did you have a hand in shaping those temperaments in any way, or the environment or something?
Yes, because of the way what do I say, the way I brought them up. Personally, I'm a person
how did you do it?
Who believes in rules.
Okay.
I believe in rules.
Assigning roles and responsibilities.
Yes.
Okay.
So I believe that my children, they need to love their parents.
Okay.
And then obey their parents in the Lord.
Okay.
So anything short of that, it is highly unacceptable. So I was just playing with them that when you do this, I will also do my best by the grace of God. So I believe as a father, I am supposed to protect the family, to lead the family, and to provide for the family. And that, by His grace, I will do it. And I've been doing since then. So they love me. Actually, if you meet them and you tell them, who do you resemble? They say, their father.
Yes, not
and my mother, my wife will be, but they resemble me. It's okay. That is good.
That is interesting.
Yes.
So, what has been your spiritual life like in the family or at home? In terms, were you doing morning devotions, and how was it?
Okay, so like my father said, he believes in rules so much. My house, every Saturday we do morning devotion. We used to do it almost every day, but because of the times that we go to work and school, and sometimes with the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we are always at home. So then we do morning devotion quite early in the morning, around 6. So the morning devotion, everybody must say a memory verse before we proceed. So like every Saturday, you have to give a fresh memory verse. Sometimes you remember, even before you come for morning devotion, once you wake up, the first thing you're trying to, hey, today what memory verse am I going to say? I mean, so it was very key in making us pay more attention to the Bible as well. And then also, if my dad is not at home and I'm just there with my mom and my sister, I'm the one supposed to lead morning devotion by default. Okay. So I think it played a key role in my life as well, because I remember right in SHS, I was in Tunas, the Adventist students. I was the vice president, and currently I'm holding certain positions in the fellowship, even in Kolebu. Okay. So I think it doesn't let me shy away from activities in the church or in the fellowship. Okay. And personally, it also helps me to know that, I mean, regardless, there's a God who is holding us or who is keeping us, and He's our sustainer. So I think He has played a very key role in our lives and my life as well.
Oh, Amma, so when you go to work during the weekend, you're so tired, they had to come and they had to wake you up early in the morning for morning devotion. How were you feeling?
Okay. For instance, I'm a light sleeper. I don't sleep that much.
Okay.
So the least noise, I'm awake. Sometimes you realize I got so tired. You just need some extra minutes. And my dad, you go like, Amma, it's time for morning devotion. Even if you don't like, you have to get up. Because if you don't come, my mother will come inside the room and pour water on you. So you'd have to wake up for the morning devotion.
Yeah, so Auntie Gloria, I see you have 2 biological children. You planned it like that?
I think when we got married, my husband wanted only 1 child.
Oh, shy.
And I agreed to it. But after we had the first, and she was a girl, now I decided we need to go and see if we'll get another one. But because she was a girl, he agreed to it.
So you are saying if the boy came first,
I think he wouldn't have agreed to it.
Pastor,
but because
is that the case?
Yeah, because personally, people should not misunderstand. I am not too much into children. I believe it is a very great and huge responsibility training them. And therefore, I thought that with one, I can manage and manage very well. But I thank God that I had two.
Yeah.
At least my wife was able to not convince. What she did. In fact, the truth of the matter is that it's not that I agreed.
Tell me.
Because initially we decided we will have one.
Yeah.
And that was one of the reasons why I married her, one child. But when we got married and we had this, then she came back to tell me that no, one is not enough. We should have two. and so I wasn't too happy. And therefore, by my own calculation, I impregnated her when she didn't like it. I'm telling you. So that day when we had sex, I told her, you will get pregnant. She was begging me. I said, no, because you have deceived me, I will also show you.
Hey.
Oh yeah, because I'm a pastor, I'm a man of God. So I told her, after this sex, you will get pregnant. And indeed, she got pregnant.
So if it was a girl?
Well, then we would take it like that. But my God was so good to me that eventually she had a boy and we had a boy, a girl and a boy, 1-1. Thank God.
So you shared equally.
We shared equally.
That's
But you see, it is so interesting to know that my daughter is closer to me than my son. This my son. Oh.
It's always the case, Pastor. That's what I hear. Every family is saying that.
This is my son. He will not even call when he goes to school.
But he will call the
my
mother.
daughter will be harassing me, whatever it is.
The love is deep. I'ma continue.
So we will accept it like that.
And yeah, you to change.
Yeah, you will tell us for boys, this is the way we are. That's what he has been saying. It. So, well, it's all well and good.
Yes,
all well and good.
I understand.
Well
but one thing I don't understand is why they all entered into the same industry, that is the medical industry. Do you have a hand in that?
Not at all.
Auntie Gloria?
No, I think with the boy, he from the beginning decided to be a doctor. Amma wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened. And then after Wasi, now she said, I think she said some people came to the school and gave some
counseling.
Yes, that's, she decided to be in the medical field. So she also started.
So Amma, what changed? I'm asking this so that if somebody is out there will not think that, oh, I wanted to be a lawyer, I didn't go into law school, so my end has collapsed. I just want to say something about that.
Okay, so after the talk they came to have in our school, actually they gave us options, they advised that. So I remember when I went to my room, one that I really took after that discussion was like, in this world, as you're moving on, you should make sure that when you're going in for some professions, you should think about, when I finish, will I get work to do? Would I be satisfied in it? It's not just about, I want to be this, I want to be this, I want to be that. No. Because when you do that and you enter and then when you come back, you don't get work to do, you don't know where you are heading, you become so frustrated. So after that, and I said, okay, I also want to go into the health profession. That made me to divert my mind from being a lawyer into being a nurse. So that's how come I became a nurse.
But are you enjoying the profession?
Yes, I'm enjoying it. I love the work. It's nice. Initially, I was a bit scared. Go to the world. Within a minute, like 5 people can die on the world. Sometimes it's so scary, but as you grow in it, as you work more, as you gain more experience, you love it. You know that it's a calling. If you don't have the heart, you can't do it. It's a calling.
Auntie Gloria, I know Daddy is a soldier too, and I'm sure they'll be going for peacekeeping and all that. When he's not here with you, how do you manage?
At times when he's not around, it's not easy, because always, like my daughter, as soon as the father leaves the house, the next thing is she will fall sick.
Oh.
So you have to take care of her. And at times she'll be complaining, asking of the dad, always. So at times when the father is not around, I don't like it. And at times too, there's this anxiety. As he's over there, you don't know what will happen, because some go and they don't come back.
Yeah.
You'll be dead and they'll come and tell you that your husband is dead. He didn't come back. So what do you do? So with all these things, you need to pray more.
Yeah.
And then have the hope that one day your husband will come.
Home safely.
By the grace of God, if they come back, you are happy. At least you bring some dollars and then you enjoy.
You see, we love that aspect of it. We love that aspect of it. Pastor,
Yes.
How do you marry your chaplaincy in the military as against your real profession? I don't know if I'm putting the question well.
Yeah, it is a question of how you apportion your time and the way you arrange your schedules.
Okay.
For instance, in the military, you go to work around 0700 hours, and then by 1300 hours, you are closed. So from that time, if you have anything you want to do, you can do it. So you plan your schedule and your timetable in such a way that this is for the military, this is for the church. Because I go to work in the military, I have to take care of the 5 Garrison Seventh-day Adventist Church. Yeah. And I'm also a departmental director at the Southern Ghana Union Conference. And all these places, I have offices. So I have 3 offices. Army headquarters, in my church, and union. But I'm able to manage my time and myself that I go to all these offices and do my job as I'm expected to do.
So for you, the issue is about managing the time.
Managing your time.
Okay.
Making effective use of your time.
Yeah.
And you can. So sometimes I'm always busy. I'm always from here. So each office is pulling you. So
and
sometimes
managing the home as well.
Managing the home and loving my wife.
That is very important.
Yeah, loving her,
yes,
and then
in a special way.
Take it.
Yes, I understand that. My viewer, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, you will hear more. Please remember to send your comments to 0559 680066. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you.
We want to defy our family's decision and get married or elope. I need advice. What should I do?
Please, what should I do?
How do I tell her I cheated on her months ago? I need help. What should I do?
Okay, so for me, the moment I read the story, the first thing that came to mind was, wow, knowledge is indeed power. Sometimes we go through situations because we have no knowledge of how to go about them.
If you come from a home like that, you are likely to accept anything the outsider would, direct at.
The fact that we had an interesting ceremony where a priest prayed and all of that doesn't mean that magically you have turned into something else.
If he finds his way to God, a Bible-believing church, and he goes and he wants to change, nothing is impossible.
His properties to charity and stuff?
Oh no, why? Okay, I think this is another discussion that we will not end today, so we will not even go into it.
Real Talk, showing this and every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Hello and welcome to Hope Channel, and of course to your favorite program, Watch These Signs.
As long as you are not in that boundary, he will do all kinds of things to protect you so that you continue to move. There are times some things should have happened which should have crushed you to death, but because of the power of God, to give you extra more time so that you can consider the issues of eternity. From plug things
on the farm.
Verse 23.
Yes, and that was when the Pharisees came, then he made this statement. And that is the same response people give today. That the Sabbath law says, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do this, don't touch this, don't go to market, don't. And so people use this text to tell you that even Jesus,
You are welcome, and you are watching Love at Home. Before we left off, Chaplain Duodos was telling us how he manages his time to handle his different roles as a departmental head, as a wife, as a husband, as a father, and some other roles in the garrison military where he's working currently. Now, I want to come back to you, Daddy. How do you manage your finance at home?
Thank you so much. This is a very good question. Personally, I believe in joint accounts, and that is how I began my marriage. My wife will bring her salary, I will bring my salary, and then together we will do the disbursement. This, that. So that is what we were doing, and because it helps us to be transparent when it comes to money, and she will not have the idea or any suspicion that I'm hiding. I want to just be transparent. So we did that for a long period. And when my wife, we came to Accra, then she was enrolled at Valley View, and then we stopped that. Then I told her that, okay, use your money to care for yourself. Because at that time I've also bought her a car, so fueling and all those things. I will take care of the home, and then I'll make sure that I pay the school fees. So that is, and since then, my wife has not agreed that we will reverse back to the joint account. She would always want to keep her money, which I say fine, good, because I told you initially that I believe in responsibilities. Yeah. I believe that it is the responsibility of the man to provide. And when I talk about providing, it has to do with food, clothing, and accommodation. So all these things, I told them I will take care, and I've been taking care till now. And so we don't have any issue on money. Say, you keep your money, and I'll give you your housekeeping money, whatever. She will supplement, but when she needs more, just come for it. And my wife is saying that I don't hide anything from her. She knows at any point in time the money I have in my wallet. She counts. So when I go out and I come back, she said, but you had this, what did you use it for?
Serious monitor.
Yeah, and I don't have. And sometimes sometimes I'll leave my money in my trouser, and then she will take it and go and share with her daughter. They keep on doing that, but because I forget, I will forget about it. And so when they take it, I don't remember. So they have been doing it, but later she will come and say, oh, I saw this, but I will not take it from her. Yeah. And that is the way I've been living with, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Auntie Gloria, what do you have to say?
I think it's good because now I'm keeping my money not because of any bad intention. But at times, you want to go on shopping. And before you decide to go on shopping, you have to go and tell him. And then you say, what ladies you are always buying? So because of that, we decided that myself and my daughter, I should keep the money in my account so that at the end of the month, when we want to go on shopping, we just pick money, then we go.
Okay. But what about planning for family projects? How do you manage it? Auntie Gloria?
That's one too, we do. He has been doing most of them because my money is not enough, but I support in a way that I have to do. So he has been doing most of everything that we are doing in the house, but I use mine to support the little way that I can.
Okay, so you have not shared the responsibility here that, for example, mommy will take care of feeding, you take care of clothing and all that. You do not have that.
No, as I told you.
Because he said he believes in rules. So I do most of the house chores.
Okay.
And then when it comes to money issues, he takes care.
Yeah. And I make sure that I will do it. I believe in it, and I will do it. So hardly will you see me cooking. I believe it's not my job. I don't cook. You will not even find me washing my things. No, it is not my rule. It is that of my wife. So she will do that. She will cook. When it comes to money, I will provide. So do yours, do mine. We live in peace. And we have been living in peace
ever since. And it will continue.
To God counts.
Amen. It shall be. It shall be.
Yes.
Auntie Gloria, how do you manage conflict Because in every home, there are conflicts that are bound to happen. How do you manage it?
At times
I'll come to the two.
Maybe with myself and my husband, when I see that he's not in that good mood, I just have to relax and let him be for some time. And then at times, if I think I'm the one at fault, I'll just approach him, we discuss it, we talk about it. And then we try to forgive each other, and then we move on. So that is how we have been doing it. And myself too, when I see that I'm not fine with maybe certain things, I'll keep for some time, but after some time I need to tell him so that we talk about it. Because if we don't talk about it, it will continue to be within us, which doesn't help. So we talk about issues, we try to settle, and then we move on in life.
Wow. Pastor?
Yes.
Adios.
Yes, when I get angry and I get hurt, I don't talk. Because if I do, the things that will come out of my mouth will be serious. And so sometimes, even if I keep quiet, she may think that I'm hurt or I'm angry. So she'll come and ask you, well, have I done anything? I say, no, maybe I'm doing some brainstorming in my mind. So anytime I go off, because my children, they know when I get angry, it's not good. It's not good at all. So sometimes when I meet people, they say, oh, Pastor is this, they don't know who really I am. I am a hard person. Sometimes when I meet some of my colleagues, they are talking, I say, me, what I have done, you can't do one bit. But it is by the grace of God. And as you are aging, you would want to control certain things.
And reduce certain things.
Reduce certain things. So normally, if I think that I would be angry, I would just keep quiet, just to hold it, and then later, whatever it is, I will say it. So my wife, she's aware, and my children too, they know that when daddy gets angry, when I get angry and I burst, they all run to their rooms. They know today the man is so that they'll keep quiet. That it doesn't happen normally. No. But once a while, that is the boom, the volcanic type. But it doesn't happen.
Amma, when it happens like that, what usually is the effect on you?
Okay, when it happens like that, sometimes I don't want to say I get scared, no. So, my house, everybody says I'm the only person that can talk to my father. So sometimes when they don't want to go, I go. I'll go and talk. You not mind you are. If I get a chance, then I'll tickle him small and he'll laugh. Then go about it. Or sometimes you'll just be in a room after some time. Then we go back together. We go to their rooms and then we solve. And then he say that he'll pour his heart out. We also talk, and then we solve everything.
Yeah. What is the effect when you see that?
Okay, I think for me, it got to a time where usually when these things come up, I just stay in my room, and I really don't involve myself much. Like she said, it's always my mom and my sister. They do more of the resolution parts, and then when the place is fine, then I'll just come and add my voice to that. And when
you're doing peace treaty, right?
Usually I'm almost always, when this is come up, I'm almost always in my room. And then after a while, and then they say, oh, come and talk to your father about this, and then I just come up. It's mostly my mom and my sister.
Wow. Daddy, I would want to know, have you ever killed before?
No, I haven't. But if there need be, what will I do? You only kill for self-protection. I normally ask people, are we sure that the Bible is against every killing or all killing? The answer is no. The reason why you may not want to kill, or I may not want to kill, is that you don't know that if God has asked you to kill. But if I'm convinced that God says, you, Sewa, I should finish you, within a twinkle of an eye, I will finish you.
Don't use me as an
Why
example.
shouldn't I use you? Are you asking the question I'm saying? So, and that is why we don't. But if God says, you have to do it. And the military, people think that the military is all about killing. But the military is there to provide security. We protect and we defend the sovereignty of Ghana by land, by sea, and by air. It is all about security. So maybe let me ask you, why do you close your door, lock it when we are going out?
For security.
Yes. And that is the basic, that is the foundation of our job, to provide security. And in providing security, sometimes you need to apply what we call minimum force. And applying the minimum force can cause somebody to die. For instance, if I'm attacked by armed robbers and I have the privilege to have the phone to call maybe the police, why should I call the police?
When you have the means to protect yourself.
Yes, they should come and protect you. So the police will not come, and when they see the armed robbers, they say, oh, armed robbers, put down your gun. They won't do that. There will be some kind of exchange of fire. And in the course of that, if somebody dies, they say, I've killed. And even if I killed, who is the cause?
Maybe it was for a just cause.
A just cause. And even it is you who called me. If you have not called me, I wouldn't have come to protect you and kill somebody. So we call the police or we call the military to come and help and protect. In the course of protecting, when we kill you, say, that one, is it a sin? So sometimes we have to look at the context, not just stand and say, the Bible says thou shalt not kill. The Bible does not forbid every killing, but make sure that God has asked you to kill. That is all.
Wow. Okay. My viewers will do justice to that.
Don't crucify me. I'm being realistic.
Auntie Gloria, shepherdess, let me ask you this very question. We have one of our viewers who is saying that, please, good evening. I like the discussion so far. Please, I'm a pastor's wife and I feel my husband don't get time for me and I feel worried. So please, what should I do? What advice can you give to this lady for me?
I don't think she should be worried, because that is where we have found ourselves. And you should know that always your husband is out there. So it is up to you to take up the mantle and then be with your children. Keep on praying for him, because when he goes, by the grace of God, he will come back. You have to take care and be in charge, because if you are worried, you are not helping your husband. So you have to relax and then be with the kids. Continue to pray for your husband so that when he comes back, you continue with the work of the Lord.
And see, Sarah, what this shepherdess should understand, that it's not about your husband being with you all the time. We are talking about quality time. And quality time can be 30 minutes, can be 1 hour. So it's not my husband is not in the house. If your husband goes, I believe he comes, the whole night he's with you. And you're saying he has left you. I don't understand. It is about quality time.
Okay.
And that could be 30 minutes. The 30 minutes I'll be with my wife, she will feel good.
Pastor, maybe the timing is not quality. Maybe he's there, but it is not quality. So what are some of the ways that they can do to make it quality?
You see, at times it's not easy. When they are not around, it is not easy. Because as a shepherdess, you cannot make friends with the church members. So always you are alone. So really it is not easy. But we just have to console ourselves and then keep on praying. And then at least be with our children, so that, like he's saying, when he comes back, the few moments that you are with him, you enjoy life. When he leaves, you continue like that. But really, when they are not around, it's not easy.
Yeah. There has never been a time I will be around when my wife is in labor. Never. And so at a point in time when we wanted to have a third child, the condition was you should make sure that on the day of labor, you are there. And I told her, I can't give you a promise. Because anytime she's in labor, she's going to give birth, I'm somewhere organizing crusade.
You shoot, you fire,
you then fire away. And away.
Oh.
The away is not my fault.
Yes,
the away is the job.
I understand you.
But we should do our best, that we should give them quality time. That is all that I can say.
Somebody says, in fact, I know the captain for a 10-day youth camp at Cape Coast. When you make a mistake, he will punish you.
Oh, don't
And after
do
that, he will ask you, do you love me?
Oh.
If you mistakenly say no, in fact.
Please, don't do that.
Daniel Brefo is my name. God bless you all and keep you all and protect you. Shalom.
Bless you too.
So, Pastor.
Yes.
People, you are known to be, should I say strict or disciplinarian?
Yes, it is because I believe in rules. That is so. It is always good to be disciplined yourself. When you are, there are a lot of indiscipline in this country and in our church. That is wrong. God is a disciplined God. So if really we call ourselves Christians, then we should be disciplined. But even of late, my wife will attest to the fact that of late I'm a bit flexible. I'm just flexible. Those who see me from afar may think that is the way I am. But if you have the boldness to come closer, you find me to be sweet. Very, very sweet.
What about the challenges as a soldier?
Yeah, the challenges, as you may say, is sometimes you'll be called to duty on a Sabbath day. And when duty calls, it is not, I am an Adventist. Duty calls, you need to attend to duty.
You are serving people.
Yeah, so these are some of the challenges. And sometimes when we go on peacekeeping, these days is 1 year. When you be there about 6 months, 7 months, stress set in. You will try to manage others, but nobody manages you. You have to, and sometimes it's so difficult because they think that you, the chaplain, you are okay, but they forget that you are a human being. And so it is who pastors the pastor. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge. And then you are like a role model. Everybody looks to you. What ordinary people will do, they don't expect you to do it. Sometimes they see you to be a superhuman, which is not the case. So these are all some of the challenges in the ministry, and in particular Ghana Armed Forces. And you see, in the army, or the Ghana Armed Forces, we like enjoyment.
Yeah.
We enjoy, and the reason being that you can die at any time. So you need to create comfort for yourself. And that's why sometimes you see they are moving like that, because they can die at any time.
To them, all die be die.
All die be die. All die is close eyes. So the moment you close your eyes, you are dead.
You are dead.
And so
let me quickly announce my line so that those who want to call in and say something to you can call 0559680066. Please, you can call in if you want to share something with us through what Pastor has and the family has shared with us. So, you want to say something?
Okay, so
he's 24 years and Amma is 26.
And we have one adopted
We
son.
have one adopted son.
Wow.
He's also a chaplain in the Ghana Armed Forces.
Oh, praise be to God.
We call him Kojo Fusu.
Okay.
But
Kojo
his
Fusu,
real name
you are.
His name is Michael Enyeje. He's a lieutenant.
Oh, okay. Hi, wherever you are. God bless you too. God bless you.
We have married for 29 years.
29 years.
29 years.
You look very young. What is the secret?
The secret is that my wife is able to massage me well.
What type of massaging are you talking about?
Romantic massaging.
Great. Please, listen.
When she does that, it distresses me.
That is good.
So sometimes I tell my wife, why sometimes you make me look so hopeless? I'm a pastor.
Oh, this is shepherdess touch.
Yes, shepherdess touch. And I'm all over.
Yes.
And then, I'm also, I do a lot of exercise. Yeah, I do. I run, do some exercise. So all those things keep me in shape. So that is why and naturally I have like baby face. So people think that I'm about 35, 40, but I'm in my late 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, late 50s. That is why I've married her for. When I married her, she was about 4 days to 23 years.
23 years.
4 days to
this
23 years.
This one is catch them young.
Yeah, I caught her young. I caught her, bam, I took her. And because the Bible says that from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God shall suffer violence, and the violence shall take it by force. So I took her, boom.
I see.
4 days to 23 years, I married her.
I was on floor.
You, okay.
She said,
I have a call on the line. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
Please, I'm Victoria Martin, calling from Priscilla.
From Priscilla. My dear, talk to us.
Oh, I'm so excited for the family. Pastor, God will bless you.
Amen.
I just want to join the Ghana home. God bless you.
Thank you, my dear, for calling. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Yeah, Pastor, one Lambert Nathan says, beautiful program. Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Dodo is my boss. The bond between him and his wife is so beautiful and shall be imitated by all. This is a beautiful family. Colonel Mrs. Dodo, God bless you for being a good homemaker. This is from Chaplain Captain N.K. Lambert, Michelle Camp.
Yeah. He's one of my chaplains.
Wow.
Very wonderful chaplain.
So when you go to church and you're in your uniforms, how do you feel? Do you still have in your mind that you are serving God or you are still working? How do you feel?
No, I have told my members and those in my church that when I come to church, they should address me chaplain. They should not call me even by my rank. I want to be called chaplain or to the civilian pastor. I'm good with that. I'm just good with that. Because I was first a pastor before I became a military. Yes, so
Hello.
that is it.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, madam.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Your
Please,
name and where you are calling from,
yeah,
please.
I want to ask Pastor whether does God prepare the right woman for a husband or a right husband for a right man? Because sometimes we can say, may train the right woman and I may train the right husband. Does it happen? And how does it happen, please?
Okay, thank you very much for your question. Pastor will answer. Pastor.
Who is the right man and who is the right woman?
Okay.
Because nobody is perfect. But what we should try to understand or get to know is that whether biologically and spiritually you match. Because sometimes biologically we are mismatched. And so we should, and that you can, when you go to the professional counselors, they can tell that you are mismatched. You are not compatible. Even if you are compatible, you are an individual, she's an individual. We have our differences. But sometimes it's good that we do some shifting cultivation. We need to compromise to meet and adjust so that you can move forward. As I said, somebody proposed my wife, I took her. Yeah. There were differences. We have managed. And we are still managing.
You continue to manage.
You continue to manage.
Right? Yeah. So, Pastor, there is a question from here, from Manchester. From Manchester, he says, "How do you manage your time and your family considering your busy schedule?" I think you have discussed that already.
Yes.
Hello, my dear caller.
Hello.
Hi,
good evening,
my dear. Good evening. This is Love at Home. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mrs. Latte, calling from Obusokai.
Okay, my dear Mrs. Latte.
Yes, I'm just enjoying the program. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We thank God for Pastor and his family. They are really looking good, and we have learned a lot from them.
Amen.
God bless you so much.
Amen. God bless you, Mrs. Latte. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much, Pastor. Our time is fast spent, and but you promised to sing for my viewers. So as I wrap up, remember, God is always with us. As Pastor rightly said, he said that we need to always adjust. we always need to adjust to make sure that there is peace and love at home.
Yes.
Pastor,
hello.
Please answer the question. Then you sing for me.
Which
then we close.
Question?
The question that how do you manage your time and family considering your busy schedule? This is from Manchester. The person didn't bring the name.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's a good question. We have limited resources in everything. So even your time is limited. Your money is limited. Everything. So it boils down to manage. As I said, you need to plan. When I get up, I know that from 7 a.m. to 1:32 p.m., I would do what the military requires from me. From 2 o'clock, I would have to share some hours for my church, 5 Garrison Seventh-day Adventist and church, and then some hours for Southern Ghana Union Conference. So at the end, you would come to realize that the 12 hours working is not enough for me, but I will still do what I am supposed to do. Those that I can, you just push them forward, and the next time you do them. So that is all. And I travel on union basis normally in the weekends. The weekends, last 2 weeks I went to Takrady, I went to Elubo. So I do church travels most often during the weekends, and I do that with my wife. I always travel with my wife. So that is how I apportion my time and I work on them. So if you have an appointment with me and you don't honor that time, you miss me. You miss me.
Let me take this call up. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening, my dear. This is Love at Home. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Tabitha.
Tabitha.
I'm calling from Burma County.
Okay. Tabitha,
I'm Tabitha. Yeah, I'm Tabitha from Garrison.
Yes, my dear. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, I'm watching my church pastor and his family. I really enjoyed the program.
Oh.
I want to say God bless him and his ministry as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. My regards to Yaututu, Alma, and Shepherdess as well.
Oh, the whole head. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
God bless
Bye.
You, Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So she's one of my daughters in the church.
Yes, I'm also your daughter.
Great, great.
So you have so many daughters.
A lot of them.
Problem.
Yeah.
So, Pastor, as a family, I want you to share your happiest moments as a family.
As a family. Yes.
Or no, let me take it from
Yeah. Say it. Say something.
Your happiest moments. Amma, you also tell me yours.
She's the first one. She would.
Oh,
don't worry.
Give him respect.
Okay, ladies first. Ladies first.
This is not about giving respect.
He's not thinking about it. Don't mind him.
Okay. There are lots of happy moments we share together as a family. For instance, I can say whenever my dad gets promotions, we are happy. We come together, we jubilate. Whenever my brother and we do something that they feel proud of us, we come together. When I graduated from school, we came together, we jubilated. When my brother passed, we came together, we jubilated. So there are many occasions so I can't really pinpoint one and say this is the happiest moment being together as a family, because there are a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was a bit confused with how to really put this, but I think one of the best moments, I actually realized were both best moments when I looked back. I remember before I wrote my BEC, this was when my mom would sit down with me in the evening, we would solve past questions together. That's around 7 p.m., 8 p.m. The whole time. Then she would mark it, correct me. I mean, when I look back, I realized that, it was so much for my mother to have so much time and be invested in my education. I think those are the moments that I appreciated so much. And also when some of my results came out, my mom was so proud of me that it felt my heart with so much joy that, I mean, they could really appreciate my efforts. And I think those were very wonderful moments for me in my life.
Wow, that is lovely. Pastor, let me read this last one.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, I would like to ask Pastor if in case he has an evangelism and in a week and the wife is sick, would he go for the evangelism or he take care of
he will go.
No. Any day you go. See, the family is saying at any day he will go. On this note, I would say thank you so much for being part of this show. It has been very, very wonderful. It has been very, very wonderful. And same time next week is a wonderful week, and you will enjoy the rest of our programs. At this juncture, the family will sing for us. On this note, say thank you very much and God bless you as we wait on the family to sing for us.
SDH hymn number 8.
Okay.
We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing.
Okay.
He chastens and hastens His will to make known the wicked oppressing. Now cease from distressing. Sing praises to His name. He forgets not His own.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Same time next week, we'll be right here. This is Love at Home. I am Efia Sewa Mansa, and we were with the family of the Duodos. They are celebrating 30 years in ministry. Chaplain, Lieutenant Colonel Dodo. God bless you in your ministry.
Bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Bless you. Bye-bye.
Christ is King.